Alright, so this is a suggestion via a donation. Now, the name of the video is 16 Mysterious Creatures Caught on Live TV, coming from the channel Chills. Let's check it out.
A live broadcast always carries with it the chance of something going horribly wrong, and in these cases, very mysterious creatures were accidentally caught on camera. Hopefully, you'll never find yourself on the wrong side of the lens, just like some of the people on this list. Number 16. This live interview was taken somewhere in South America. Only when the footage was later zoomed in and enhanced were they able to discover something strange in the background.
Bueno, básicamente en eso hemos sido convocados para la realización del...
Okay, listen, guys, based off the quality of the image, it could be a person. It could be. The quality of the image is absolutely disgusting, but because something weird is happening, you know, everyone starts filming in like 280p.
What looks to be some sort of extraterrestrial creature with arms that are as long as its legs can be seen casually walking towards them. Its motives are unknown, but it does not appear to be alarmed or threatening. If this isn't CGI, then this is certainly a one.
Wait a second, guys, hold on. The pixels that are surrounding the actual object are actually moving. The pixels are surrounding it. So it tells me most likely this was placed into the video.
It's in a lifetime occurrence captured live. Number 15. A group of forest rangers set up a camera at the Platte River State Fish Hatchery in Michigan to live stream a nest of baby bald eagles mature. They were never intending to accidentally capture a second, much larger creature. Instead, during the live feed, a giant humanoid figure covered in what appears to be black fur prowls around the forest floor below.
I think this is Bigfoot.
It doesn't look like any other native forest animal, as it clearly stands upright and swings its arms while walking. Maybe it's a person in a full bodysuit, or maybe it's an actual Bigfoot. Then again, since numerous other Bigfoot sightings have been reported in the state over the years, it could very well be legit. Number 14.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that's weird, and it's probably Bigfoot, because listen, I cannot tell you. Listen, sometimes they're gonna be obvious. Keep this in mind here, but as of right now, I understand why people are slightly concerned about what these images are.
This aerial footage was broadcast live during a period of bad weather in Hebron, Ohio. Take a look at this flooded neighborhood and tell me if you see anything abnormal lurking in the dirty brown water.
Here with storm specialist Carl Parker. So if you want to stay on and have a listen, Carl's been looking at
Something is absolutely swimming. Normally, I'd be like, must be a crocodile. I don't know what that is.
A worm-like creature appears to wind its way around a house shortly before the camera zooms out. While this could be an ordinary piece of driftwood, from the way it's moving in the water, I wouldn't be surprised if the floodwaters caused some sort of giant parasite to emerge from the sewers below.
Did you just let that come out of your mouth? Listen, I think the driftwood aspect of it probably makes the most amount of sense. Or a tree branch of sorts, oddly shaped in different places, and the water is moving it, most likely. Bro, did you just say a parasite coming out of it? What is wrong with you?
Number 13. This soccer match appears to be interrupted by a creature from another dimension. One team is about to go for a penalty kick when a strange white figure literally runs through everyone in the crowd without slowing down.
There's a trick in photography and videography. It's called multiple exposures, where you can basically place an image over another image, and all you have to do is make it slightly opaque, and then now you have this.
I heard that this kind of effect could be a camera malfunction, but since everyone on the field is standing still, then I don't understand how this kind of glitch can happen. If someone has an explanation for this situation, then please let me know.
Yeah, I'm leaning more towards the concept of multiple exposures. A camera glitch, I don't know. It could be more like if it's alive, if they're saying this is live TV, it could be a feed that's also been messed up, which then would cause what's called, again, a multiple exposure.
Because this definitely looks like it could be some sort of transparent creature to me. Number 12. This video was streamed live during the 2014 tsunami in Japan.
Okay.
While this man records the rushing waters wash away his neighborhood, he sees what could be a strange creature briefly climb a building and disappear.
Where? Oh, what is that?
Watch again in slow motion and tell me if you see the white creature.
Okay, it's weird. It's weird, guys. Some things are just not going to have explanations.
I
Not
personally
today.
think that it could just be a wave, but I'm not sure.
Most likely. Because if you look at it right here, it's about to happen currently. If you look at it right, pay attention to the section here. It's obviously a wave right here. It's crashing. But it almost doesn't make any sense. I instantly disregarded it because it would not have been able to stay the color of a wave, right? Or the shade of a wave as it's going, as it's like up here.
Look closely and you'll see how the wave suddenly
right here.
seems to change course in midair
Yeah, like
and
right
go
here.
onto a roof instead. I
It
know that
wouldn't be-
tsunamis
It wouldn't be white still.
have a tremendous amount of force, so maybe this is just what happens when a strong wave hits. On the
Maybe.
other hand, the
It could be like a burst or a burst of water, maybe.
person who recorded this video swears that it was a well-camouflaged creature. I'd like to know if you think he is right.
No, I don't think he's right.
Number 11. This video was streamed live from Telemark, Norway. A YouTuber named Odins2 sees a gigantic disturbance in the water, so he pulls over and starts recording. This is what he sees.
Is it Nessie?
It starts out as a long and skinny, shimmering mass, but after a while it really starts to take form, especially in the center, possibly as the monster rises very close to the surface. Since there are no boats nearby and the water is mostly calm, many people suspect that this is a famous legendary sea serpent
Is it Nessie?
named Seljord, which is Norwegian
Seljord.
for Selma. It's kind of
Selma?
like Norway's version of the Loch Ness Monster.
Okay.
I guess it could just be fishing nets or a long string of garbage instead, but it's hard to tell for certain. Maybe someone out there with fishing experience can let me know if it looks like any of those things.
Bro, I couldn't even tell you because I would have looked at that and said, I would have not thought anything nefarious. I would have just been like, water.
Number 10. The Myrtles Plantation in Louisiana has been named one of the most haunted places in America. As Vanessa Bolano was doing a news report on ABC, something strange flies past her in the background.
12 spirits supposedly live here, but the owners say they're all
Haunted room in the most haunted house in America. Pretty crazy. Tune in for the full story on
This small white specter moves extremely fast and doesn't appear to be a piece of dust or any kind of light reflection. Beyond that, I find it an extremely strange coincidence.
Wait, 1 second.
Really
Guys.
fast and doesn't appear to be a piece of dust.
Okay. Well, you guys can't see it. Basically, whenever you're looking for any type of if you try to do any type of video forensics, let's say, when you start seeing pixels doing weird things, right? Like just jumping around and doing odd things, it normally means that there's been some type of alteration done to the image. And that's exactly what's happening in the exact spot that he's saying that there's something in it.
Or any kind of light reflection.
There's literally
Beyond
movement
that,
of the
I
pixels.
find it an extremely strange coincidence
They're
that she
jumping.
happens to be talking about the 12 spirits shortly before this takes place. I guess they could have edited this in for ratings.
Yeah, because it's obvious CGI, guys.
But given the reputation of this area, I think it could very well be paranormal. Number 9. A local journalist is covering the wintry weather in Springfield, Massachusetts.
Okay, so we have a guy in what looks to be somewhat of a ghillie suit of sorts. For some reason, he's walking around in a ridiculous costume. Bro, you better say that that's what that is.
When a much more interesting story pops up behind her.
6:15 to 6:30, it has not let up at all. It is coming down pretty steadily here in Springfield.
The creature looks slow and powerful as it lumbers towards them.
No,
bad weather or not, I find it hard to believe that a monster would just walk around a busy town without some sort of immediate police response. It doesn't look like computer-generated effects.
It's not. It's a guy in a suit.
So this was likely just a person in a costume.
Okay, thank you. Whew. For a second, you scared me for a moment.
Number 8. A YouTuber named Jay Katera lives outside of an Air Force base somewhere in the southeast Michigan. He has been seeing some strange things in the sky lately, so he decides to point his security camera straight up and live stream. Not too long after, he captures this strange sighting. Jay Katera isn't sure if this is an alien UFO, a secret government project, or some sort of paranormal orb, but he is sure that it was scanning the ground as if it was looking for something. Let me know if you have a reasonable explanation for this, or
Alright, so here's the thing.
Looking for something.
I want to point out, whatever this is really in the video. Is it exactly what he said? Probably not, right? It looks like a toy that I got my son recently, a drone that doesn't require like a remote. You just throw it up into the air and it makes all the colors and it flies around and things like that. But whatever is happening is actually happening based off of the secondary and tertiary lens flares that are happening here, guys. Light from the source, then another one, then another one. And it's happening consistently, so this is really here. Whatever it is here.
Let me know if you have a reasonable explanation for this, or if you've seen anything that looks similar, especially if you live in the same state.
Wait, bro, it didn't just do a flip.
Or if you've seen anything that looks similar,
right here.
Especially if you live in the
100%. Yeah, bro. Listen, so it's a drone, okay? And whenever it gets close to you, you can kind of put something underneath it, and then it does a backflip and then goes in a random direction. That's kind of what just happened here. You can get it on Amazon. It's like $20, bro.
For this, or if you've seen anything that looks similar, especially if you
and all
live
of
in
that.
the same state as the cameraman. Number 7. A YouTuber named Ariette Jane is live streaming a road trip when suddenly an unidentified creature bursts through the traffic, nearly causing a wreck.
Here we are. San Diego Freeway coming up. We are there.
Oh my God.
Dude.
Jesus Christ. Wait a second. Wait a second. So I knew something was coming, but yet I'm not sure that I was ready for this to come. All right, let's see what.
Dude. What the hell was that? He wasn't on a motorcycle.
The speeding object leaves a short trail of fire behind, almost like it has a turbocharger of some sort, yet it's going way too
Pure CGI. It's called motion tracking, guys. Listen, a lot of these are fake.
fire behind.
Well, all of them so far have been fake. All right, I'm sorry.
Almost like it has a turbocharger of some sort, yet it's going way too fast to be an ordinary vehicle.
Yeah, this is purely 3D motion tracking. The movement of the camera is also fake. You can add that in later, right? This is someone who was bored and is talented. Honestly, probably not even that talented, okay? I'm just going to be honest, because all it takes is After Effects reading your image, recognizing what is up and what is down, what is left, what is right, right? Then you put a letter right here, for example, as a placeholder. Then animate that letter, then animate whatever object you're going to add to it, and then there you go, magic. You have something you just created that looks like this, and it's going to fool the majority of the people who are not in the film industry.
My guess is this is computer generated special effects, but if
Good.
That is the case, then I don't know how he got the cars to slow down all at once to make this shot look so realistic. Maybe
That just happened. Okay? To be honest, that just happened. If you look at it, this is a lot of traffic really close together. They're probably coming up to, it's a sign for an exit. The cars are slowing down, maybe, right?
there was traffic ahead or something and he
Yes.
edited this creature in later.
Yes, he was
Either
bored.
way, Ariette Jane swears that this video is 100% real, and I'd like to know if you agree
not
with him
telling
or
the
not. Number 5.
He's not telling the truth.
This live dash cam video was taken somewhere in Russia.
Okay.
It looks like a normal drive when suddenly an enraged creature changes all of that. So the road splitting open doesn't look
It's in Russia, right? That looks like a pipe bursted, guys. It does.
like CGI to me, which
Do you know the amount of pressure that is in those pipes? That's a pretty good one, I would say, guys.
means it's either real or part of a movie set. This next part, however, looks like it could be CGI.
Yeah. Yeah. That's boredom. This is boredom.
The audio kind of sounds like royalty-free stock sound effects.
Look, wait. If you notice quickly, there's like that glitch. Okay, so there's a glitch effect that you can add to videos, and it looks just like that based off those the colors.
The audio
that have been
kind of
added.
sounds like
Yeah, if you look
royalty
closely, there were
free-
like some colors glitching up the screen. Yeah.
free stock sound effects,
I think this
especially the
happened.
screaming. I noticed that 2 people to the side of the road on the left don't seem to run away, but maybe
Right.
they are just stunned and watching.
Right. A
Number
hole opens
4.
up.
2 friends are live streaming in a San Francisco subway tunnel for no reason in particular when they randomly run across something they were never meant to see.
Okay.
A trail of red leads them around a dumpster where they find a distressed woman who is either a victim of her own madness or else something far more sinister.
Okay. You said California? Narcotics.
The woman herself is covered in red as she twists and screams on the subway floor. The 2 friends are talking
Or she's an actress.
about how they can help this poor creature, or if she can even be helped, when suddenly she lets out a shriek and comes flying towards them. It's hard to tell whether she is a possessed creature or just delusional
Why do you keep calling this human a creature, bro?
or simply participating in a very realistic prank.
It's not
I'm
real.
not sure what happened to them next, or if the 2 friends made it out alive. Number 3.
You mean the 3 friends. The three friends are at home relaxing.
A live broadcast in Detroit, Michigan captures a bouncing creature in the forest
It's a deer.
background.
Hey, Glenda, good afternoon to
Oh,
you.
good.
Yeah, this guy had no respect for the judge, obviously.
It's a deer, guys.
And prosecutors say no respect.
I thought that it might be some kind of fox hopping through the grass, but this humanoid creature almost looks like it's running back into the forest,
Why
away
is it
from
humanoid?
sight. Let me know what kind of animal you think this could be, especially if you live in Detroit, and tell me if this is what it looks like when a fox is traveling through tall grass.
It could be a fox. Yeah, guys, listen. I want to stop this video right now. Okay, we're gonna finish it because we generally finish the videos, but this is a rough one for me. Okay, everything is fake, and not what this guy is saying it is. It could be a fox. I'll give the fox, maybe.
Because that's my best guess. Number 2, this live broadcast captures what appears to be an impossible error on camera. Watch the news anchor on the left and see what happens. Here it is again in slow motion in case you missed it. Everything from a hologram to an alien has been proposed, but I guess it could be some kind of camera malfunction.
Oh my God. All right, so listen. So broadcast cameras specifically, if they recognize that the frame rates are dropping, they normally will stop. But if they are broadcasting something, they have to maintain it. So what they'll do internally in the camera is they'll turn off the stop recording, or stop recording when it misses a frame. This looks like a missed frame, bro. All right, this is a bit rate issue. This is a whatever the storage device is that they're using as having an issue communicating with the camera, bro. There are a lot of people who claim everyone is a reptile because I saw this piece of footage from a camera that was having literal bitrate issues at the very specific moment, and you see this happen. Guys, this is a terrible one.
And maybe someone who knows more about cameras can let me know if this is a technical malfunction or not.
Yes.
Before we get...
Yes, it went from 24 frames a second to, or let's say it went from 24 frames a second, or even 30. I guess I think on broadcasters, they're using probably like 60. So let's say it went from 60 frames a second to 12 frames a second momentarily. It dragged. That's what you saw, bro. All right. You saw an issue with bitrate.
To number 1, my name is Chills, and I hope you're enjoying the video so far. If you've ever been curious as to what I look like in real life, then follow me on Instagram at DylanIsChillinYT with underscores instead of spaces. I also have a Twitter at YT_chills where I post video updates. I'd really appreciate it if you followed me, and feel free to send me a DM if you have any questions or suggestions. Also, I recently created a subreddit where you can submit videos and stories for future lists. It's r/chillsnarrator, and the link is in the description below. If you'd like to see more of these videos in the future.
All right, guys, if you want to subscribe to the channel, it's at Chills. Guys.
A shout out, click more. Number 1. What looks like a routine traffic stop suddenly becomes extraterrestrial within the blink of an eye. A police officer asks for a license and registration when things take an unexpected turn. The police officer looks normal up to this point, but then he makes a slight moan and hunches over.
One second, guys. Is that light really happening? It looks to be lighting up this area over here.
You can see all that is left is a smoldering pile of ashes. I can't tell if his clothes were disintegrated.
There's no way that this quality of video, you would be able to see smoke coming off of the ashes, guys. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and say nonsense. There's no way.
As he was beamed...
You almost had me. If you wouldn't have started showing all this ridiculous smoke that is literally nearly impossible to see with this camera.
Into a ship, or if he was simply disintegrated by an energy force field. This could be scripted, but the text in the bottom right and the police chatter both seem authentic, so maybe this video is real after all. If anyone understands police code and knows what they are saying in the background radio chatter, then please let me know. Maybe it can help us solve this strange video. Seeing objects move on their own is one of the earlier signs of a serious haunting, at least according to most people who have claimed experiencing ghosts in their home. As you watch this list, be sure to let me know if you have ever had anything move by itself around you.
No.
It may be an early sign that you are being haunted.
Never. All right. Oh my God. I don't mind these videos, guys, but try to send me ones that are at least slightly plausible. Okay. This one here, that's every single one of them were fake, guys, or like CGI, guys. It's actually crazy. Hopefully, no one believes any of these things. But all right, listen, you guys all have an absolutely amazing day. Enjoy your day thoroughly.